G'day, SPARTANWILLY here. Welcome back to our Aston Martin Motorsport Manager F1 2021 Manager Mod save. So finally back. Now I just want to say sorry for not uploading for about a week and a half. The views were down on the videos a little bit, so I thought I'd stop uploading for a little bit just because I was suffering a bit of burnout as well. It usually happens when I start two series at the same time. Just the workload becomes a bit much, which running away isn't the best answer to it, but the views on the video have gone right back up. Everyone's caught back up with the series, so I think it had its desired effect. I've recharged my batteries. Everyone sort of regained interest in the series. So yeah, let's kick on. Make sure to keep leaving your comments down below if you're still keen for the series. We don't have long to go in this series now, and the PSG one's halfway done. So both of them start back up today. But yeah, sorry about my little hiatus. I still replied to all the comments. And yeah, I've had a couple new people sort of comment along, and I love to see that even on the old videos. So yeah, that being said, today we got Spa. Let's get into it today. Spa time it is. So I haven't played Motorsport Manager in about 2 weeks, so I'm going to be a little bit rusty maybe. You do lose your sharpness very quickly in Motorsport Manager. You wouldn't think so, but I sort of forgot what we're doing with the car, but that's fine. We're just improving the gearbox, so I'm just continuing to improve that. Just to check, we still got the best car on grid and the best part in every area by the looks of it, which I mean, I didn't even know we had, but the new engine's done in 8 days, good to see. And yeah, onto Spa today. It's a relatively simple Grand Prix. Spa, when you got the fastest car, you usually win, and it's not helped by the fact that there's rain, or helped, I guess, if we want to win. But sometimes we like to spice up the race a little bit. But it could be a bit interesting if, like I said, I'm a bit rusty. But yeah, of course, leave Stroll at home and take our two boys there. Let's get into it. I'll see you for Q3. Alright, Q3 time at Spa. And we could have a bit of a ding-dong battle with the two boys here, Russell and Norris. Um, we'll just brush over that sort of awkwardly sounding statement there, ding-dong battle with two boys. But send out Russell for his first run. We'll probably only get 2 runs, one on the super soft and one on the soft, because Spa is quite a long track. So, but all dry today, which is double decent, means, I mean, the wet in qualifying is kind of interesting. We can usually navigate it pretty well as the player, but the AI usually go a bit insane, and you see some crazy stuff. But pretty routine weekend so far this week. I mean, Hamilton did split our boys in Q2, and he's actually gone top in Q3 here, which is not good for the sponsor money, that is for sure. So we'll send him out now on the soft tire. Come on, boys. We got to see us on P1. One of them. I don't mind who it is, but my money's on Russell because he's got the faster car, but he's not going to improve in Sector 1. He's going to improve in Sector 2. Neither does Norris in Sector 1, which isn't great. And Russell puts it on pole, but where's Hamilton? He's on the outlap. Let's watch on board here. Is he still on the outlap? And will he make, yeah, make it across the line quite comfortably. Our boys won't. They're not even back in the garage yet. Or Russell is, but he won't make it. Hamilton improves in the first sector. Doesn't improve in the second. And he'll finish P2. So the exact same finishing order as Q2 for the top 3 boys, which we'll take because that means you get our sponsor objective as well. But that is your Q3 for Spa, which it's closer than I thought, to be honest, with almost days 0.028 between Russell and Hamilton. Good to see the Merc back up there. I mean, Verstappen's down in 7th, which is quite bizarre. But yeah, that is qualifying. Onto the race. See if we can convert that to a race win. All right, race day at this beautiful track. As you can see there, looks quite similar to the real life one. I mean, with basically with turn 1, that's about it. And the forest, I suppose. But soft race trim, you know how we do it. We're on the soft tire because of Q2. I say I'm rusty, but some things you don't forget, especially only after 2 weeks. We got the weight stripping. Imagine if I forgot the weight stripping, that would have been a very ugly race weekend. But here we go, Russell on that P1. Ooh, that car. It's interesting, isn't it? And good start there from Russell. Beautiful getaway. Norris, not so much. Right now, he's not placed according to his little place card. He's got like a little dash. So, wherever he goes. Oh, yeah, this is the track with that really aggressive slope where you can basically get launched into space if you go up fast enough. But Russell with a beautiful start to this race. We're going to jump on board Norris just to have a bit of fight in here. Now, I think the tyres heat up really quickly at this track as we're fighting with Verstappen, who qualified in P7, already up in P4, and chasing down our boy Norris on the podium. Of course, both the second Mercedes and second Aston Martin, second driver. So Yeah, Hamilton really falling behind Russell, and tyres are overheating. Quick, quick, quick. Bring him back down. I completely forgot about tyres. The funny thing is I mentioned it as well. But yeah, Norris staying in that third place. Actually looking like he might overtake Hamilton, which would be beautiful. He's actually getting quite frustrated with Hamilton there. But yeah, Russell way out in front, just vibing, about 4 seconds in front. Tell him to conserve the tyres a bit, look after him so we can go late on this first stint and make a two-stop out of this quite easily. I mean a one-stop, sorry. Two stints on the softs is what I was thinking, but I said stop. But Norris not really gaining on Hamilton, but we should be able to jump in the pits if we just look after these tyres. I'm pretty sure these boys might two-stop today. Um, yeah, I think the tyres are fine. Look, I don't think underwear or underheating. We actually are losing quite a bit of ground on Hamilton here. We might tell Norris to push a little bit. We want to sort of stay within his pit window for sure, because he might be able to one-stop it if he gets onto the right tyre compounds in his second stint. But then we also don't want to jeopardise his race. This is the dilemma. We'll just stay on neutral with Norris, I think. But yeah, Verstappen's well behind Norris now, about 6 seconds, which is brilliant to see for us. But yeah, we're closing that gap to Hamilton quite quickly. His tyres must be going off a cliff. Yeah, it's just 2.5 seconds roughly. Yeah, 2.5 now. Come on, boys. Russell is just coasting out front, looking after those tyres. He's got 6 laps of fuel, even though he's been on that engine mode, which means he's had to use like no overtake mode. He's just been using the conserve mode as we overtake Hamilton on track as he comes into the pit there, which is lovely to see. And he is on the softs now. We've got about 24 laps to go. Yeah, those softs will definitely get him through to the end of this race. Could we no stop with Russell? Yeah, we easily could, but look, it doesn't hurt if we just pit him anyway. We'll see how we go. We'll probably just pit him, just for realism's sake. But then the pit's quite big. The pit window, you lose quite a bit of time by the looks of it, which is weird for this game. Usually you lose like no time at all going to the pits, but yeah, no, we'll suss it out with Russell. We'll probably pit him. Let's tell Norris to just destroy these tyres. We may as well get as much time. We don't want to lose too much time on these tyres. One more lap and bring him in for his second set of softs and tell him to use that ERS quick, 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 quick. Love your work, love your stuff there, mates. Alright, keep pushing on those tyres and chuck it on neutral. Now hopefully he stays in front of Hamilton. I think he will. 5 seconds, and now we just got to worry about Russell getting him through to the end of this race, which in all honesty I think he'll do quite easily. But he's actually losing that gap to Norris. We don't want our boys fighting. So we'll chuck him in onto another set of softs, just the same strategy. Then we can't get in trouble for favoritism or anything like that. Let's tell him to use that ERS. We don't want to overcharge his battery. And there we go. Lovely work. And now hopefully that is this race all wrapped up. But we'll keep you on. Oh, get that auto on. Keep you with me for a minute because Hamilton could have a charge in his last 10 laps, but it doesn't look like it, does it? And I mean, it's like I said, first episode back, it's very coasty around Spa. I knew it would be. 6 seconds to Hamilton. If it's no rain at Spa and you got the best car on grid, there's just no chance of a good race, really. Well, it was a good race from a neutral point of view. From a team point of view, there's a good chance of a good race that you get a 1-2. And as you see there, Norris is comfortably in front of Ricardo. I forgot how much he was dominating this championship. Like, completely dominating it. So, yeah. Oh, pit for new tyres. Your tyres are underheating? Oh, safety car. Daniel Ricciardo has crashed out to make Red Bull, just as I was talking about the gap, Ricciardo crashed out in the safety car. Now that does make things quite interesting here. We're going to tell the boys to low, low, low. And that is going to compress the gap completely. And we could be in a bit of trouble here in this last lap. Okay. Yeah. Let's do it. Bring it on. Heading to garage. So 2 laps of fighting. I don't know who to watch. I mean, Russell should be able to get away nicely. He's behind the safety car. And there's a couple of gaps between our boys. A couple of cars. And there's a couple of cars between Norris and Hamilton. So look, this is going to make things a little bit interesting. Let's tell the boys to attack, get those tyres up to temperature before the restart. Put the engine modes on medium. And zoom through this race a little bit. We're going to watch this safety car so we can see when it goes in the garage. And here we go. Ready to pause. And it's going all the way the other end of the pit lane. And it's in. Alright, attack, overtake, overtake. Let's watch on board Norris. Oh no, hang on. We've watched Norris. We can watch both battles in front and behind. So blue flag those boys. Okay. Oh, I mean he was just inside that car, but thankfully the game didn't give us any damage there. And now Russell is going to be under a bit of pressure for the race win. I feel a bit bad for him because I mean he's on the fresher tyres. He pitted later than Norris, so now we don't really want our boys pushing too much because if they crash out, I'll be gutted. So just tell them to go neutral and push on the engine as opposed to driving really aggressively. But it's anyone's game here. I'm not going to put any team orders here. As we go on the final lap, we're going to zoom through a little bit. And it looks like Russell is going to convert the safety car restart into a win. And a comfortable race, made a bit uncomfortable at the end there, but still an easy win. Hamilton's so far behind, mostly because of the blue flags, I think. That being said, Norris is somewhat close to Russell, and he had blue flags in front of him as well. And Russell wins the Spa Grand Prix, followed closely by his teammate Norris. Surely we have a Aston Martin celebration formation. Remember when Mercedes had that? Show off the car, show the Belgians. Great bit of machinery there. Show the Belgian fans what machinery is meant to be doing. Yeah, easy race. I almost fell asleep. No, I'm joking. I didn't fall asleep. But yeah, look. Apart from that last bit, Russell takes home the fastest lap as well. Hamilton on the bottom step of the podium. It's all he's aiming for this season. Best of the rest behind our two boys. So yeah, good to be up there with the lads again from the hiatus, we'll call it. Just a week and a half without uploading, but 173-point gap over Red Bull. That was not helped by Ricciardo crashing out as well. So yeah, not a good race for Red Bull, but I think this championship's well and truly over. But if you're still watching now, you're a champion. Alright, accept interview, the pro celebration. Great win, everyone was celebrating. Got that question a lot now, I know the answers. That's the thing, I've said it before, I'll say it again. Get the same questions. This game's like 7 years old, nothing new. Yeah, so that is Spa. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Good to be back. I love making content, so good to recharge the batteries, bring it back. I hope you guys still enjoy the series. I know it's a bit of a snooze fest, but we're almost there. Like I said earlier, if you're still watching now, champion. Really helps support the channel out. And yeah, look, the end's in sight. I'm keen to get started into some more content. Of course, if you want to see more content from me, check out my PSG save over there. That's starting up today as well. It comes out an hour after this one if you weren't sure. So hopefully we can get that back on daily. But Football Manager takes a bit more out of my day than Motorsport Manager. So we'll see how we go. But yeah, enough of that. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, leave a like, comment down any thoughts, feedback, suggestions in the comments below. Start suggesting new series or new games, whatever. And yeah, subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Message me on Discord if you have any queries or feedback. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.